Welcome to TAQWA Ministry podcast. I'm Charles Mosley, and I got Cam King that's going to be doing the narrator. How you doing, Cam?
Man, I am good. Glad to be here, joining you once again for another episode of TAQWA Ministries podcast, starring yours truly, Charles Mosley, and myself co-hosting this thing.
Right.
Want to get into a more personal topic today. I would have to say, Charles. Let's talk about people who take other people's kindness for weakness. Last week we were talking about you and some of your entrepreneurial events with other employees, as far as maybe their attitudes and their expectations and things of that nature. Do you find that people inside of the business arena, maybe your employees, take some things for granted, specifically your kindness as weakness? Do you think that ever happens to you, first in the work arena and then outside of it?
Yeah, they do. They do, man. Because you see, like you said earlier, a lot of people crooks, man. A lot of people just want whatever they can get out of you, man. And that's most people, man. They broke the mold. I'm not trying to stroke my ego or nothing, but I'm gonna add Cam to this because since I've been knowing, he been like I raised. He been like I'm raised. I raised in the same era, so he got the morals and values that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? It stuck with him, and just like it's sticking with me. So I'm gonna do what I know I need to do for anybody. But I'm thinking that people see that I think they size you up, see what you got to lose, then they'll come and say, "Oh, that nigga ain't gonna do nothing. That person ain't gonna do nothing." I'm gonna say that word. I don't want the N word, but I'm just saying that that's what they say.
Right.
But I'm gonna say it in a more professional, right manner. Is that, oh, that dude ain't gonna do nothing, man. That dude got too much to lose. Right. That's what a lot of them have their mindset at. When they do make a move towards you, you look out for them, and then they try to do you in or try to do something against you, and knowing that, hey, man, that nigga ain't gonna do that. That nigga got too much to lose. But hey, man, I might got too much to lose, but you might size the wrong person up, man, and meet somebody that's gonna bring it to you, man. That ain't gonna care what they lose, cause they ain't got nothing to lose. We might see that, but then you might say that to this person, but he might be like, "F that, it's the moral, it's the principles, it's this and that." So that's why I'm thinking a lot of them do, Cam King, is size you up and play on your top, as they say, as y'all youngsters say. That's what I see with individuals in the work arena, personal life. They see me dressed up and they side me up and trying to thinking that I'm gonna be this way and this way. But hey, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And I'm looking in this camera today. Say, man, y'all making me cold-hearted, man. I'm just gonna do what God said me out to do, is help where I see the need at. That's what I'm finna start doing. I'm finna see the need and I'm gonna help. That's what I'm gonna do. So you come up to me and ask me something, it's a no, man. I'm not gonna do it.
So there's a saying, Charles, nice guys finish last. And I'm a nice guy. So I think I've had my share of those type of instances where seemingly my niceness has gotten me into trouble. Do you think that people perceive you as this overly caring guy to the point to where you're soft and perhaps could be a pushover, and that allows me to align my thinking with, I can get over this guy?
I think that plays a part in it,
Do you think you're too nice?
Well, I can say that. My wife done told me that many times that, man, hey, man, you be so nice, man, they still be doing you like this and doing like that. But like I just said a while ago, man, I'm getting cold-hearted, man. I understand what Boosie say when he say cold-heartedness, man, for real, man. Y'all, like right now, man, you know, hey, man, I'm just finna take a step back. I got too much on my plate. And by the way, we got the showers. By the way, we got the showers, y'all. I'm just adding that to it. But no, I just think people, man, there's going to be a lot of mess going on when we do these showers for the homeless. There's going to be a lot of people trying to get over. There's going to be trying to do this, do that. But right now, man, you know, I'm not going to get nobody no money. You got to work for it. I see a need. Just like over there in Pleasant Grove, where we got the building at, I seen this young lady the other day. She was sleeping outside in the front. She looked like decent. She looked clean. She don't look like she just got thrown out that night. Put it like that. But what I did, I asked her because she been there. How long you been? She said, I've been here all night. So I know she hungry. I said, hey, it's like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock or whatever, 11:30. And hey, I said, hey, you hungry? So I went and bought her something to eat, and it was like $5 left. And what I did is it said, hey, here go $5, get you some personal hygiene stuff. She started smiling, man. She said, thank you, man, I need it. She needed some tampons. You see what I'm saying? When a woman, I look at a woman different from man because we can go and just wipe ourselves and go. A woman got a wound. So I look at a woman a little different, but that's how I'm going to do it. That was the need. I saw it, and that's what I'm going to help. Other than that, you can't come up here and add me for nothing, man. I ain't got it. I'm serious. So, you can't, y'all, whoever hearing this, try it. I'm going to say no. So, I ain't loaning no money no more. I don't care if you true. You done pay me back. You down with me. I'm not gonna loan any money no more. No more loaning money. No. One of the best. Remember they say one apple, bad apple spoil the whole bunch.
Yes.
So I'm just not that way. I'm telling you like this. That way I don't have to worry about nobody paying me back. I don't have to worry about nobody because nobody owe me because I ain't getting nothing out. That's gonna eliminate that. What you say, Camby? Would you think that? Eliminate all that.
I would agree that we all have to do what we feel like we have to do.
I gotta do that, man.
At a certain point.
Yeah. I really do, man.
So I can't disagree with that. Me personally, I understand you as being a man with a giant heart. Okay, you pour out a lot of love and care for people that you don't necessarily have to. Okay, so
I do that because God say He loves those who do good to others, man.
And yet, and still, it takes a person with a big heart to do those things, these things that you do.
And I'm gonna still have that. I just ain't gonna give, man. I ain't gonna give in that way, like giving people money and stuff. That's the only way. I'm still got a big heart. I still got this big heart, man.
And so what I would have to ask is, or what I would have to add or say is that I wouldn't change.
No, I'm not gonna change. I'm just ain't gonna give nobody no money.
If I were you, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't become cold-hearted.
Well, by giving money.
Yeah.
That's when I say that, I want to clarify that.
Yeah.
Not like giving care package out.
Right.
Doing my thing.
Right.
I'm not gonna stop doing that.
Right.
I'm just ain't gonna get no money out no more. That's it. That's what I'm gonna be cold-hearted on.
And so the question I have to ask, are there red flags for us nice people who have these big hearts and that are overly kind to others and courteous of others? Are there red flags for us to pay attention to so we don't put ourselves in these types of situations with those types of people?
Well, it's a lot of red flags, man. Me myself, I'm gonna say it like this. Red flags is you ain't good saving your money. That's one red flag. that if you know this person, if he's a person that you know or whatever, that because most times you're gonna give money to people that you like kind of know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You might get somebody that you might didn't know that long, but you know, test them out, whatever. But I'm feeling very strongly that that's what happens is that part right there happened in the approach of you dealing with whoever you're dealing with. I think they look at it. What you say? Well, add something to that so what we can I can get your point of view on that right there.
So reiterate what you just said there.
What I'm getting at is like when people like size us up and
right.
they we got a big heart and they size us up in a way where they think they can just do whatever they want, get all on, and the red flags will be that when we encounter with them, that they have like when let's say for instance you, I see you as a genuine person, man. I see you work for what you work for it, bro. You could come to me right today and say, hey man, give me 50 and I'll get you podcast. I'll get the next two whatever. You good for that? Oh, so you see that scenario? You earn your pay. You good with me in that way. So it's not like you ask me something that you ain't gonna reimburse or come through for. See that? Right. That when I'm painting that picture. Right. That you know what I'm saying? See that scenario like that.
Yeah. So what I would have to add to that would be, I think we kind of touched on it before we started the podcast, is that there are people out there that are scrupulous and scandalous
like that.
Scandalous,
man,
and
vultures,
and or I should say unscrupulous and scandalous.
Oh, right. Say that. I like that.
Yeah, unscrupulous
and scandalous,
and they
vultures
and will
what they call it? Leeches,
vampires
for real.
Energy
drainers, suckers, whatever you gonna call them.
All of that.
Yes, right? Sir.
And that's what they are comfortable in doing. That's what they have been programmed to understand that they're good at doing, perhaps.
Right.
And some people are good at conning people and getting over on people and taking advantage of people. Right. And I have to tell people when people say, oh, I can't believe this, that, or the other happened. I say, well, you do know evil does exist, right?
Yes.
Bottom line, evil does exist. You hate to admit it, but it does exist. Yes. People do not always have your best intentions,
best interests
in mind. Okay,
they want to get what they can get out of it and go to the next victim.
And that's all it is, right? And so that's why. Okay, so we kind of touched on this topic several weeks ago on one of my podcasts, but it kind of like in a different setup, in a different type of scenario where I was saying, yeah, I'm a nice guy, and women kind of are put in a situation with me where they can take advantage of me because I'm a giving person. I'm gonna spoil I believe in spoiling my woman, like you, right?
Right.
That's just kind of old school thing.
That's what we do, man.
You know, either you gonna knock her in the head or you gonna spoil her to death.
Right.
Right. One or the other. Right.
We're gonna spoil them. We ain't gonna knock them in the head.
Well, I'm just
we're lovers, not fighters. I'm just saying that. We're just gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop messing with you.
But as men, what I'm trying to get at, either you know how to treat a woman or you don't.
Yes.
Okay. Bottom line. And so most older gentlemen, fellows, tend to be the ones who understand how to, through experience, treat a woman if they haven't been given the game already.
Right.
And so, to sum it all up, I was saying I don't feel like I need to change myself as far as my approach with women. I just need to find the right one that will handle the situation in the proper manner.
That's what it is. Okay. You got to choose the right one. You know, you got to choose the right one. You got to. I feel that a person when we got these big hearts, I'm a chosen one, man. That's why I used to always wonder why I always be by myself. I used to always wonder that, man. Man, why? You know, because I used to go with my brother. Them, they all do their thing. They never like they want to hang with me. I was a baby. But I understand the age gap, you know, between me and my older brother Chris. We 3 years apart. But when I was 12, he was 15. He could go places I couldn't go. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But as I got older, it's kind of stayed like people didn't want to. Then when I stopped doing drugs, when I cleaned my life up, they still stayed off around me. So I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? So I knew now that the chosen one, when you're chosen one, you're gonna tend to be by yourself. You're gonna be a loner, so you can think. So you got people that's like you say, energy drainers, vampires, energy vampires or whatnot. So that's why now I understand and know that's why I always be by myself. You know, and then you got these people that's coming that knowing that really can't do nothing but penetrate it, but they just agitate me in a way like a washing machine. They try to agitate me. They try to take me out my mark. But always I'm gonna get back by myself and get back on track. See, that's what y'all don't know. So I'm gonna get back on track. I might say some stuff, or I might, go off the deep end on certain things, but I'm gonna regroup and I'm gonna have a different program. They don't look at me like, oh man, this dude ought to go. Like the other day, I'm gonna tell you why. The other day, I was picking up my son's car. Mm-hmm. I was picking up. They were doing the finishing up. They putting what they call it a clock spring. Mm-hmm. They doing a clock spring. That's what's in your steering wheel that makes the steering wheel turn. Mm-hmm. And when I got there, he told me to go pick it up at a certain time, 5 o'clock. But when I got there, he was like, the Mexicans wasn't understanding whatever I was trying to get them. Hey man, well the car was parked, still parked. It wasn't under the bay. Mm-hmm. It like, come on now, how it's almost 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. You tell me to pick it up at 4 or 5. And it's gonna take a minute to do this and that. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to start, so I got a little hot. I really got a little hot. So the guy doing my car, his dad be at the shop. Mm-hmm. So his dad was sitting in there, and he told me this, man. He said, man, I know you got God in you. I said, why you say that, man? He said, look how you calm down. Look how he said, if you wasn't godly, you would have stayed in the rain. We probably had to call the police on you. Think about it, y'all. With that garlic, it made me cool down quick. I cooled down so quick. He said, man, he was sitting there smiling. He said, you got God in you. He said that to me. He said, you got God in you, boy. I know you do. He's an older guy. He's an older gentleman. In his late 60s, early 70s. Uh-huh. And he knew this that quick. Uh-huh. So what I'm saying, why I say that, is because people would try to agitate, to try to get you on that other part where you can do something foolish and take everything away from it. That's what the devil want to do.
Yeah, evil does need a reason.
Yes.
To be evil.
So I gotta step up and be more conscious and more like calm down. I know I do, but I be so hot of all this stuff that everybody doing to me, man. And I don't want to hurt nobody, man. But what I'm saying is, that's why I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I gotta do something to calm this down. Where I'm not gonna get no money out. That way, that'll leave me where I don't have no confrontation with nobody. And when I see a need, I'm gonna do what I do and let that be that. I think that way will calm everything down. Where nobody owe me. They ain't gotta come in my face. I ain't gotta go in their face. And I think that's the best road to travel in this situation.
Okay. So that would, my next question was going to be, keeping your composure and not overreacting.
Yes, that's what I got to start working on. I got to ask God to let me.
Would that be your advice, or what would your advice be to people like me who seemingly find themselves in situations where people take advantage of our kindness and
just watch it, man.
See it as weaknesses.
Just watch. Let's start observing more. I think we start to observe more, start to be more cautious. I think to a certain extent, let's start to really seeing these people before we really let them in. That's what I say. Let's feel these people out more. I think that will help us to really evaluate this person, see how they moving. See if you see these red flags that we said before, they can't save money. They not consistent on the job, or they not this and that. That's what we need to. Then on you with the woman, what you have to do is get a woman that's independent, that got her own, to where she got her own, you got your own, and y'all can date that way. That's what I feel. And then if y'all decide to be together, then you say, hey, come with me. Come here, because I'm this paid for. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can go here, and then you know she independent, knowing she going to bring some stuff to the table.
So
On that part.
Gotcha.
With that answer, yo?
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed. Well said. So, yeah, I would have to say that nice people do carry an aura about them. And they present themselves and carry themselves and behave in a certain manner that's on the peaceful side of things, on the calm side of things, on the chill side of things. And cooperative, considerate people allow things to happen. They're not abrasive or abrupt, and they don't stop the flow of what is to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, there are people who act as disruptors and detractors,
Right.
just like there is good, there is evil. Right, ultimately.
Yes, sir.
So, how do you want to end this podcast?
I want to end, man, just like with me, I'll be more observant, be more paying more attention, just not overreacting and not jump to conclusion. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna make it where I'm gonna take that advice for myself and I just pass it on to you. But like I say, tomorrow we're gonna unbox the showers. We'll have videos and everything from the beginning to the end, if it's God's will. So I want y'all to like and subscribe and comment. And hey, we're gonna bring out more contents next week. God bless you. I'm going to end with a prayer. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God in the charity in the world, most gracious, most merciful, master of their judgment, thee we worship with thine that we seek, show us the straight way, the way of those on whom thou bestowest thy grace, those whose portion is not wrapped, and who go not astray. Amen. Peace out.
Don't forget me, man, I'm coming down, I'm staying with ya. Hey!